What it do, see son doodles? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, let me just give a big round of applause to my man Dwayne Wade, my third favorite shooting guard of all time. Did that because this dude, he had a hell of a game in game 4. He stepped up, he played big. I can tell from the game 3 performance and seeing his facial expression on the bench that this guy was going to come and play very, very well. Now, was I shocked that he played this well? Hell yeah. I can't lie. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that was shocked. But this dude stepped up big. He played like the old Dwayne Wade, the Flash Dwayne Wade, the 2006 Finals MVP Dwayne Wade. That's how he played. He was doing everything on the court. He was attacking. He was rebounding. He was giving out assists. He was stealing the ball. He just looked more aggressive, more energetic. His body language was just perfect. And that guy came out and balled out. Even his counterpart, LeBron James, he stepped up big. He had a better game. He said he was going to play better, and he did that. He attacked the same way. He played with a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and they got the job done. The Miami Heat, they beat the San Antonio Spurs 109-93 to even this series up 2-2. Even Chris Bosh stepped up with 20 points. So overall, the big three, they played very, very great basketball. That's what people been wanting to see throughout this whole playoff. Some cohesive, some good play from both. They had a combined total of 85 points. That's what people envisioned. That's what people wanted to see. And they showed it last night. Now, can it continue on? I don't think so. But that's a whole nother story. Like I said, from the gate, they played. They came out looking better than they came out looking more with better energy than the San Antonio Spurs. Now, even though the San Antonio Spurs, they played good basketball too for the most part. Tony Parker played better, Tim Duncan played better. Danny Green contributed, Gary Neal contributed. Excuse me. It was going good for the most part. Then the Heat just kind of took a little bit over. Actually, Dwayne Wade. This is about Dwayne Wade, goddammit, because Dwayne Wade points mattered the most. He pretty much kept. If he didn't score 32 points, the Miami Heat probably would have lost the game. So it was about Dwayne Wade, his contributions to the team, because we knew what LeBron James can do at some point. He played good because we know he played bad the first 3 games. So this is about Dwayne Wade. He saved the Miami Heat. His points mattered the most. He stepped up because all the fault was going on LeBron James' shoulder, but people wasn't really blaming Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh from the way that they was playing. And I think Dwayne Wade had to show that, look, man, we can't keep putting the pressure on LeBron James to try to do everything. And he stepped up for this one night, because I don't know if he can do it again. Okay. You know, like LeBron James said, it was on our shoulders. He basically, they had to figure out how to. He said we had to figure out how to win the game for us and play at the highest level. When all 3 of us are clicking, we're very tough to beat, and that's true. That is true. That is true. Can't deny that. Um, James, he had 33 points and 11 rebounds after failing to break 20 points in the previous 3 games of this series. Wade scored, like I said, 32 points, 32 points, 11 more than his previous postseason. So this was a great game for him. Bosh matched his playoff high with 20 points and grabbed 13 rebounds. That was pretty big because Chris Bosh has not been playing well. He's not been rebounding well at all, just looking terrible. And Dwayne Wade, supplying buckets pretty much put the Spurs away for a good midway through the 4th quarter. So I think he had 9 points in the 4th quarter, I believe. Or I think he had more than that. I can't remember. It was either him or LeBron that had 9 points. But his points alone mattered the most and put the Spurs away for the most part. Um, Greg Popovich, he said, when Bosh, Wade, and James score the way they did tonight and shoot it the way they did tonight, a team is going to have a difficult time if you help them like we did. When those guys are playing like that, you better be playing the perfect game. That's pretty much what Greg Popovich was saying, and it's true. They may not have the athletic talent like the Miami Heat, but the Spurs just have to keep up with them pretty much. Now the Spurs, The Spurs, they weren't commit 19 turnovers that led to 23 points. You know, the Spurs they was playing good basketball, like I said, and then it kind of got away from them. You know, Tony Parker, he he had 15 points in the first half. Second half, I don't know what happened. It's like he just disappeared. But that's a good thing to see that he was able to attack and play like he was playing, move like he was the move because his hamstring was sore. But it's a good thing. So game 5, I'm looking more from him, especially both quarters, first and second half. I'm looking more from Tony Park. And I think he's going to figure it out. You know, they kind of double teaming him and stuff like that, but he will figure it out. Tim Duncan played good basketball. He had 20 points for the Spurs. Um, you know, and you know the Spurs, they're 10-3 at home in the finals. So game 5 should be interesting. Danny Green, he had 10 points. Gary Neal had 13 points. 3-point shots was falling. Not like how they did in game 3, but they were falling. And like I said, right now, Danny Green is the MVP of the finals if the Spurs win. Um, you know, but I think, you know, the one problem with the Spurs is they need to figure out what they're going to do with Manu Ginobili. Because listen, guys, Manu Ginobili, we know he's done a lot for the Spurs organization. He's played his heart out. He's won championships with the Spurs. You know, he played Euro ball. You know, he's we know what he's capable of. We know what he have done for the NBA. But right now he's looking like an old 35-year-old. He's not playing well at all. You know, game 1, cool. But when he attacked, it's just not the old Manu Ginobili. Manu Ginobili is missing easy layups. He's missing dunks. You know, his shots not falling, 3-point shots not falling. You know, but I still would never count him out. I would not count him out. But as of right now, if I was Greg Popovich, I would really, really think about playing Gary Neal more. You have to really think about playing Gary Neal more because this dude has been playing better than Manu Ginobili. He can shoot better than Manu Ginobili. And, you know, it's like right now he's just been looking better overall than Manu Ginobili. But, of course, you don't just sit Ginobili out. You know, you got to get him in there because he still create little crazy moves in the paint and stuff like that. He's just been a little sloppy lately, turning the ball over, losing his handle, just all kind of little minor things. But I think game 5, Manu Ginobili will step up because now they know what's at stake. Of course, the Spurs, they're good on the road. I think right now they're 8-1 or 8-2 in the playoffs on the road. So they're good on the road. But they would probably feel even more better and comfortable if they can take this game from Miami Heat, go to Miami up 3-2. I think that'd be more comfortable for those guys instead of going down 2-3, you know, because now Miami's going to have the home court. They're going to have the energy, their crowd behind those guys. But I still have faith in my San Antonio Spurs. You know, I picked them to win this series, so I still have faith in them, you know. But if Dwayne Wade and Bosh and LeBron James is clicking like that, yeah, it's going to be pretty tough for the San Antonio Spurs. You know, even though this is the NBA Finals, but everybody's going to give it their all these next couple games. You know, they're going to give it their all because right now, I don't want to see blowouts. I don't want to see one team looking like they got a lot of energy. Next team, the next game, one team looking like they're suck, and that's something I don't want to keep seeing. Now, Miami Heat, we all know when their backs against the wall, they play very good basketball. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I don't know why it take a loss for you to play like this all the time. You know, I know they played a tough series. Indiana, you know, they banged them up a lot. Chicago Bulls banged them up a lot. I understand that, okay? But at some point, that shit is not going to work. You're going to lose 2 in a row. It's just going to happen. Like, well, I don't know. I hope this just goes 6. I don't want to see 7 games. I really don't. I'm tired of basketball right now. I'm ready for football. But and we know this. You know, the Miami Heat, they had this thing where they play good one game, then the next game they just play average. They play flat. So we just have to see what happens. I hope the San Antonio Spurs can play better and take game 5. But I'll make a video about that. Now San Antonio Spurs, they're damn good at home. Okay, so they're going to come out and play better. You know, they're not going to look flat. I'm pretty sure. Pop going to make more adjustments. They're going to look at the film. They probably going to have a little game plan around D Wade or just continue around LeBron James, because you can't have both of those guys going off. I can deal with one of those guys and Chris Bosh going off, but you want to still continue to control LeBron James, not let him go off. Now, both LeBron James and Dwayne Wade was aggressive. They took a lot of shots. LeBron James, he stated that, he insisted that he would shoot better after shooting 7 to 21 from the field with no free throws in the last game. You know, he said that stated that he was a star and it was his job to lead his team. He was 15 to 25 from the field last night. That's pretty good. And Dwayne Wade, he was 14 to 25 from the field. That's pretty good. And Dwayne Wade, he had 6 rebounds, six steals, and 4 assists. So they both took a lot of shots. They was more aggressive. That's what people wanted to see. People have been criticizing LeBron James because he hasn't been playing well. He's been too passive. He's not looking like the MVP. Yada 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 yada. He's not playing like how a legend or Hall of Famer would play. Yada yada yada. We know. Um, and like I said, you know, Spurs, they just ought to continue to knock down their threes, knock down their shots. I keep taking them if the Miami Heat keep giving it to them, because combined Gary Neal and Danny Green, they shot 13 3-pointers. You know, so hey, it's gonna be interesting. Game 5. We're going to see who really won it, who really wants it. I'm still going to San Antonio Spurs. I feel like they can, take this game, take game 5. They just have to play hard, play smart, and we have to see. But anyway, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. This is my quick little recap. You guys tell me what you thought about the game. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook. Comment, subscribe, favorite, like, share. Go to deadpiff.com, livemixtapes.com, and download MGM Grand by CJ De Niro. Deuces.